From that point, he stood up, pushed me, saying, "You cannot be a governor of Nairobi. You sent people to attack my wife on social media." Then immediately he removed a gun, cocked the pistol, came straight, hit me with the pistol on my chest.
Continued pushing my head, I told him, "I don't want to greet you, please just go home." Because I knew that this thing has been very uncomfortable to me. I've never addressed it in any platform or forum.
This started as a Nairobi ordinary night. No rallies, no cameras, no bodyguards pushing crowds, just a dinner, conversation. A quiet table at Cedars Lebanese Restaurant here in Kilimani, one of those places where politicians, journalists, and activists often cross paths away from the public eye.
It was an unfortunate incident that took place along Lenana Road at a very famous restaurant. May not mention the name of the restaurant for the purpose of the clientele. And you know the restaurant, of course. So yesterday at around 3:30 p.m., I received a call from a friend of mine, a man of God, a clergyman, and he said that he wanted to see me. So we set up a meeting at the said restaurant. Then I drove straight to that place.
According to Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino, that claim shattered in seconds, and what followed, he says, brought him dangerously close to death.
So I was just going back home. When I stood up, there was a table next to ours that there were several people who sat by that table, including Mheshimiwa Robert Alai. And I opted to say hi to them as a leader. It was only courteous to say hi to these leaders, to these people, including Alai as a leader. So I greeted all of them, finished with Alai because he was seated at the farthest end. Then stood next to him. And before I left, there's one of them who said that, "Babu, you will be a governor of Nairobi." Then Alai became mad. And from that point, he stood up, pushed me, saying, "You cannot be a governor of Nairobi. You sent people to attack my wife on social media." Then immediately he removed a gun, cocked the pistol, came straight, hit me with the pistol on my chest. Then moved back. Then I just stood. Then a short time, punched me on my right jaw. Still stood looking at him. Then there was a police officer. He was seated with several DCI officers. One of the DCI officers went and took the gun from him. By this time I'd done nothing, but I wanted to understand what problem there was between me and Mheshimiwa Alai.
So now, let us be clear from the beginning. What you're about to hear are allegations and counterclaims. No court has already made a determination, and investigations are still ongoing. The gravity of the claims has forced the country to confront an uncomfortable question. How close has Kenyan politics come to violence behind closed doors? According to Babu Owino, public narration, the incident occurred on January 3rd, 2026. He says the evening was very private, no political meeting, no confrontation planned. But then, Kileleshwa MCA Robert Alai entered the restaurant.
What I can say about the case, because it's under police investigations, is that we were at the Cedars Restaurant, which is in Kilimani. We were sitting together with others, And Babu was sitting at a different table, and he came to greet us. I told him that I'm not very comfortable greeting you. He started to push my head, telling me how he will panga me in the Nairobi City County, which is capturing. He said that Nairobi meshaenda. I said I'm not vying for any governorship seat, because I hear you are vying for the governorship seat. So I don't think that I am supposed to be in the conversation of the governors, because I'm not a candidate. So he kept insisting. In fact, one of the people who were sitting with joked that Ranipatia docket your finance. I said I'm not a candidate in any of these things. But what I would urge you is that when you're doing all your politics, please don't involve family members, because if you do that route, then it becomes very bad for us. Then, he started becoming very agitated. He continued pushing my head. I told him I don't want to greet you. Please just go home.
Now, this is an important context. Babu Owino and Robert Alai are not strangers to each other. Their relationship has long been defined by political disagreements, sharp online exchanges, and competing loyalties within Kenyan's opposition politics. And now, what has previously lived on social media, Babu claims, suddenly became physical.
And you see, Mheshimiwa Alai has been consistently in support of the government. And I want to tell you that no matter what is done by the government, this cannot deter me from speaking for the people. The only mistake I'm doing here, my brother, is to fight for the interest of the people. It's just to tell the government that there's high cost of living, reduce it. That there's unemployment, give youth and women and men jobs. That there's overtaxation, that we don't need to overtax people. That the cost of education is high, that our parents are struggling to take us to school. That health is not working. That is the only mistake I'm making as a leader.
According to Babu Owino, the confrontation began with accusations. He says Robert Alai accused him of orchestrating online attacks against Alai's wife, allegedly through activist Maverick Aoko. But then Babu makes the claim that has shaken the nation. He alleges that Robert Alai drew a pistol, not waved, not hinted at, pressed. Babu says he pressed against his chest. These are extremely serious allegations because they carry legal weight, they carry political consequences, and of course, they cannot be treated lightly.
Because I knew that this thing has been very uncomfortable to me. I've never addressed it in any platform or forum. But I told him that just go away. This is not a matter which you never see me, put my family members or post my family members on these platforms. And I would urge you that we end this issue here. But he kept pushing my head. So when I stood up and pushed him back, I think he's now brought in other issues, because I didn't draw a gun on him. There was a gun on my waist, but I didn't draw a gun on him. The person sitting next to me saw the gun on my waist because I was wearing a shirt only. I was not wearing a jacket, and I took the gun. Akasema kwamba nimetolea bunduki. But there's no. If you go to that restaurant, they have a video.
But now, at this point, institution matters more than personalities. The DCIs themselves must do several things. Number one, act swiftly, act independently, act without political pressure or ethnic bias, no trial by social media, no selective justice, no weaponization of allegations, but only facts. Thank you so much for watching Havana Media. My name is Odor Billy. We still keep an eye on what is unfolding.